As the year draws to a close, Tai Ji Men Qigong Academy and the Action Alliance to Redress 1219 returned to Washington, D.C. for the fourth time in 2021 to demand justice from the Taiwan government.
Tai Ji Men is back in Washington, D.C. for the fourth time this year because our case has not been resolved yet. Today, Tai Ji Men Dizi are coming from all over the world. Yesterday was the fourth time that Tai Ji Men had gone to TechRo in Washington, D.C., but we have yet to meet the Representative Shao.
In addition to protesting at TechRo, Tai Ji Men presented its case at an international forum and also held a press conference on Capitol Hill.
And today we held the first ever international press conference because we want the government to hear our voices and truly give us the justice that we deserve.
The press conference featured Dr. Massimo Introvigne and members of Tai Ji Men Qigong Academy who presented its case to the global media.
The Tai Ji Men case is a case where human rights of the Tai Ji Men community were violated through corruption. The Taiwan government is not understanding the Tai Ji Men case in its proper terms. It is not a domestic or technical tax case, but it's a human rights case based on freedom of religion or belief. So it's great time Tai Ji Men doesn't receive the repeated answer that because of a statute of limitation questions, the case should not be solved, because it's a political case, it's a case of human rights, it's a case of freedom of religion or belief, and it's a case impacting negatively on the international image of Taiwan.
Members of Tai Ji Men and the Action Alliance to Redress 1219 provided background context for the case.
Dr. Hong Daozi established the Tai Ji Men Qigong Academy in Taiwan in 1966. Now it has 15 academies around the world.
Dr. Hong, our Shifu, has continued to guide us in the journey to spread love and peace around the world.
Tai Ji Men Dizi help themselves and others through practicing Qigong, strengthening their bodies, cultivating their hearts and moral character.
The case of Tai Ji Men, for example, was listed by the Control Yuan in 2005 as one of the major human rights protection cases in the general report and the work of human rights protection of the Control Yuan. The text of Tai Ji Men shows that the system of tax bonuses granted to public servants can lead to undue fiscal and judicial harassment.
Tai Ji Men and the Action Alliance to Redress 1219 are seeking support from the United States government to advocate for their case.
For human rights! For justice!
These protests are not good for the international image of Taiwan. To achieve a peaceful political solution, the only way is that Taiwan hears from his friends. And primarily his friends are United States. So Taiwan needs to hear from United States that we live in an historical moment when Taiwan needs a maximum of support from his international friends. But a precondition for this support to be effective is for Taiwan to put its own house in order.
The year 2021 culminates a quarter century of Tai Ji Men fighting for justice from the Taiwan government. So far, there has been no response from the top representative at TechRo or the Taiwan government.
We are going to continue to reach out through the international community to put pressure on the Taiwanese government to correct the mistakes that were made 25 years ago. If it's not resolved, we will come back.
Fight for human rights! Fight for justice!